What is up, fam? So I just wanted to talk about something that I saw in relation to Hell in a Cell. So next week I should be having a Hell in a Cell simulation going up, featuring a couple of matches. So that's going to be something that I've never done for this channel. But I also want to talk about wrestling a little bit more. So there's a tweet from Vince McMahon that says WWE makes history on October 3rd when Sasha Banks defends her Raw Women's title versus Charlotte inside the Hell in a Cell, and then he ends it with hashtag triple main event. Now obviously this is not a tweet that Vince sent, it's sent by some intern or whoever works for him, his social media manager, whatever, because Vince McMahon, listen, okay, listen. But the thing to note is that it says hashtag triple main event, which leads a lot of people to believe and speculate that this is not going to be the actual main event, because if it was going to be the main event, they would just say hashtag main event, they would just say hashtag last match. But in saying that this is one of the main events, you're assuming that this is going to be the match, that this is going to be not the last match, because if it was the last match, they'd say that, because a lot of people are excited and think that this is the last match. They think that it's going to be history as women main event and close out the show, but apparently they're doing some kind of word gymnastics where it's the main event, but it's one of the main events. Isn't that crazy? And so obviously, you know, this is really just speculation, but it can be a very clear speculation. Like, and the pay-per-view is not for another week, so maybe in a week they'll say, "Oh, well, that's not what we meant. The women are going on last," and maybe they'll see how fucking dumb they seem and how mad people are, and they'll change it. But for now, a lot of people are not happy, and I'm not either. I don't really think that this match is going to be insane like a Hell in a Cell, because there's not. I think that there's like, you know, Brock's Hell in a Cell match is crazy, and then when he like ripped up the floor and murdered the Undertaker, and Shane McMahon just crazy when he fell off the top of the cage, when he jumped off the top of the cage. I think that Hell in a Cell matches have kind of lost their you know, they've kind of lost like the flair in them, because you're limited to what you can do. I mean, not many Hell in a Cell matches are going to be better than like the first three that happened. So I think that there's a little bit of, you know, they've kind of lost their importance, and it's really just them fighting in a ring, and they can use the cell as a weapon. But it's important because before, women were not allowed to have these opportunities. Like, how many women ladder matches have you seen? Women table matches. So then to just jump to the biggest one, that's insane. And these girls deserve it. They deserve it so much. And not only that, how many times have women main evented pay-per-views? How they don't even main event Raw that often, dog. So it's like, you're gonna main event a pay-per-view? That's a big fucking deal. In Sasha's hometown, that's a big fucking deal. So now you're like, yo, these girls are on the poster, they're on the promotional things, they get to main event the show, and they're in a Hell in a Cell. You're like, that's amazing. And then they take it away. They're apparently taking it away. This is all, of course, if they do not decide to go with this as the main event and the thing that closes the show. And another thing I want to talk about is the idea of a triple main event. This is probably the worst thing. Normally it's co-main event or double main event, and I'm sometimes fine with that. I think that co-main events only exist when there are two brands. So when Raw and SmackDown do a joint pay-per-view, I think that's really when there's only a co-main event, because like one brand has their main event and the other. But still, you'd think that the one that goes on last is the most important. That's just what you feel. Even though these are their last shows, like one of these is most important, and it's usually the one that goes on last. Just because the WWE does these things by choice. They do it by marketing. So whichever one goes on last, you think, oh, that's the one that they want us to remember. That's the most important one. So just put that in your head. This is a one brand show. You cannot have three matches be a main event for a one brand show. That doesn't make any sense. I believe the three main events are Rusev and Roman, Rollins and Owens, and then Sasha and Charlotte. I don't know. I think that's only because they're all being defended in Hell in a Cell. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think, maybe Rusev versus Roman isn't, but I think that's the one that is. Just because these matches are being defended in Hell in a Cell, I think that's why they're considering them main event matches. But a couple of things. One, that is putting all the matches on the same level. If it is Rusev versus whatever, if it's not, then that should show you how little it matters to me, because I've been watching Raw. I don't think there's another match that's signed for Hell in a Cell that could be the third main event. But if it is Rusev and Roman, that is not on the level of Rollins and Owens and Charlotte versus Sasha. As much as you want to make the United States title matter, this feud that's been going on for like 4 months now doesn't really matter. And it's really just Roman beating the fuck out of Rusev. Like, that's really all it is. It's Rusev coming out, I can't believe you. And Roman's just like, hey, your dick is little. And then Lana's just like, oh man, you don't say that. Oh, that's so, oh man, you guys, no. And like, that's it. Like, don't put that on the level of Rollins and Owens, which really is just Rollins saying like, oh man, I'm really mad at Triple H. And then Owens just like, yeah, Jericho's here too. Like, that's it. And then comparing to Charlotte beating the fuck out of Sasha, getting her title back, and then Sasha, like, that's the one that really matters in all of these. So don't put that, especially Rusev and Roman, on that level of Charlotte and Sasha, a feud that's been going on for a very long time and can actually end at Hell in a Cell and put a definitive point. I know how little they like ending things at pay-per-views, but something that could end here. And then that also just fucking shits on the other half of the pay-per-view. There's only going to be about 6 or 7 matches. So if you're like, 3 of these matches are really, really important, this other shit, don't worry about that. That's just like, that's even more just like separate. Because look, alright, I'm going to go to WWE.com right now just to see what the matches of Hell in a Cell are, because I honestly couldn't tell you what the hell they are, if I'm being realistic with you. Is this site slow as hell? All right, yeah. Even on the poster, it's Sasha and Charlotte. Okay, so it's Roman and Rusev, Sasha and Charlotte, and New Day and Cesaro. Is that it? That's all that there is for the show, I guess. Like, that's crazy. If that's all that there is, I mean, you might as well have a fucking 4-way main event, because there's only 4 matches signed for the show. I guess the other 2 matches are going to be signed later this week, but that's all I can see for this show right now. But that's ridiculous. That is so ridiculous that, 1, there aren't matches that are signed. I'm going to go to Wikipedia just to make sure. But 2, that you're going to have 3 of your matches be the main event, and there's only 6 or 7 matches. There's only 6, so that doesn't make sense to me. Have the 1 main event. Have the other even if you want to, just have Roman, just have Rollins and Kev, call that the co-main event. I'm sure they don't mind. I'm sure they've had enough main event matches that they don't really care. Oh, TJ Perkins and Brian Kendrick is another match. That's it. I'm sure they don't really mind. Okay, so listen, I don't know what you guys are playing. I don't know if you wanted, if this was some kind of typo, if you didn't make it, if you didn't want to make it seem this way. The main event needs to be Sasha versus Charlotte. I don't think that match is going to be insane, but I think that with everything that's been going on between these two, they've been feuding since they were in NXT. They've been feuding since SummerSlam. They've been feuding forever. With everything that's been going on between these two, how talented they are, how much you care about a women's revolution. You want to have your Raw general manager and commissioner or whatever go off and, oh, we care so much about the women, but SmackDown has like 12 women and they are all just killing it every week, and they're most of them are NXT girls, like recent NXT girls, like Carmella and Alexa Bliss. Like, as much as you pretend to care, you're not showing it right now. Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins can main event at whatever the hell the next pay-per-view is. And you know that. And you know their feud's probably not going to be done. Roman Reigns versus Rusev is probably not going to end here either, just because of the Hell in a Cell match. Like, chill. And there's only, at this moment, there's only 5 matches. So don't sit here and say that there's a triple main event. That's stupid. Like I said, next week I should have a Hell in a Cell simulation going up. Well, if it's only about fucking 5 matches, so that's gonna be an easy video for me to make. But Hell in a Cell simulation should be going up next week, or this week, before Hell in a Cell goes up. So hope you guys enjoy that. If you agree with me and what I think on this topic, let me know. You can follow me for more wrestling thoughts. Twitter.com/Christian, my Instagram.com/King Christian, and my Snapchat, where I'll be watching the pay-per-view, Chris the Unicorn. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out, fam. Please just make this the main event. Just make it the main event. They deserve it. Thank you. Bye.